Hello and welcome to Media Maniaxe. I'm Russell Courier.
I'm Ashley Point. Hi guys!
Hey, we review everything and we're
Just crazy enough to do it.
Yep, that's right. And we're crazy enough to go to the grim side of Disney for this segment.
Oh yeah.
It was actually, I think you came up with the idea for the Grim Tales. I can't remember exactly, but I thought it would be really cool to talk a little bit about this, and I learned a few things about some of our old fairy tales you hear. Even we're not just doing the grim stories, but just grim in general, not two M's.
And we're doing both technically.
Yeah, a little bit of both, a little bit all over. Just Disney's stories that they had to change for the kids, you know, because it's a family movie, you know. So,
Family movie.
So first thing I got on my list is they finally admitted it. Disney has admitted that Lion King was based off of Hamlet.
Yep.
And not knowing about the book, watching the movie years ago, but then reading the book and hearing that comparison, I'm like, wow, it is basically Hamlet. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, Timon and Pumbaa, the evil uncle who takes over after killing the father. Yeah, this is Hamlet, basically.
Hamlet.
Except Simba doesn't die at the end.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing different. Nobody takes poison and kills each other or anything like that. There's a lot of interesting stories. So I know there's one you wanted to get into was the Sleeping Beauty part of it.
Sleeping Beauty.
Isn't that what you said earlier? Or?
No, it's not Tangled.
Tangled. Oh, Rapunzel. That's right. That's what. Oh, I missed that one. I thought you said Sleeping Beauty at first. I'm sorry. Okay. So I don't think I read into the Rapunzel story actually.
Well, originally the story was supposed to start out with just like the fairy tale, with the king was supposed to be the just farmer whose wife was pregnant and had just cravings for certain plants and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And one of the plants was called Rapunzel, that the wife had eaten. But the only plant that he could get it from was in the witch's garden, and he ended up stealing the plant. And the witch got upset and came after him, and she was like, "You can have this plant, but your child belongs to me." Instead of her finding the flower and then them taking the flower and giving it to the queen as a healing remedy. And just like in Tangled, the tower and everything, but instead of Eugene finding her, it was a prince.
Okay. And I think I do remember a bit of this now that I think back to Into the Woods. I got those mixed up a little. There was the bit about the witch, saying you had a sister or something like that to the baker or something like that, and that ended up being Rapunzel or something like that. So she, like the story you're saying is like the witch took the child away and everything.
Yeah, and locked her up and everything.
So it's funny how Into the Woods kind of went more towards the Grimm Tales than the Disney.
Yeah, because they actually had the part where the prince falls out for the tower because of the witch, and he gets blinded by the thorns.
Oh. Speaking of blindings, Cinderella. That was another big one that, also in the Into the Woods play, the sisters going blind by getting their eyes pecked out at the wedding of Cinderella.
By crows.
Yeah, I see why they left that out of the Disney part of it.
They also left out the part about them chopping off their toes and heels to be able to fit into the shoe.
Yeah, this, I've noticed throughout Grimm Tales and Disney, there's always been, sisters that are always crazy enough to do something.
Sisters or stepmothers.
One thing I found out was interesting was actually in, what was it?
Snow White?
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I read into it a little bit and didn't know that Belle actually had sisters who were jealous of her.
I did not know that.
Yeah, this is what I heard. The sisters were jealous of her going out to the castle all the time to go meet Beast and everything. So they attempted to get her eaten alive. Yeah, it's like by begging her to stay with them, or else the Beast, they had a set time for when she came out for the Beast, and all that. So there was something about that where it's like they wanted her dead because they were so jealous of how she was going out there all the time.
Were those supposed to be represented by the 3 blonde girls from Beauty and the Beast in the opening sequence?
Maybe, that could have been. That might have, there's little things hidden throughout all of it. And also, I found out in the Pinocchio stories, it was a little different too. Like, there was a fox and a cat that were trying to get Pinocchio hung.
Oh, I did not know that one either.
And I noticed they were in the movie, the Pinocchio Christmas movie that was airing a long time ago. You remember that claymation Rankin Bass?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
I never was able to watch it all the way through.
Oh. But I remember seeing the fox and the cat there that were always trying to rob and hang Pinocchio.
Speaking of foxes, the Fox and the Hound, the ending that they have.
Yeah.
It's sad. Now,
I'm sorry we're ruining your childhoods here, but
that's what we do.
but yeah, the
Now, I'm not quite sure how it ended with Tom, the fox, for him. It was either...
Todd, not Tom.
Todd. Sorry, Todd.
Yeah.
How it ended for him. But how it ended for Copper is extremely sad because of his owner's injury. His owner has to go to an old folks home, and where they can't keep pets, so he has to shoot both of his dogs.
Yeah, Todd dies at the end of the fox hunt that you see in the movie, but in the book he actually just gets shot, and then Copper gets killed by the hunter. That's just so sad.
Wait, Todd doesn't die at the end of the movie?
He doesn't, neither does Copper.
Yeah.
It's like, what? It's just Disney trying to change the story, put it on, and just make families and kids happy.
One thing they always have a lot in common is the mother dies.
Yeah. Bambi, of course, being number one.
Fox and the Hound.
Yeah. There's, and let's see here, what else is there? Well, of course, Cinderella.
Snow White, I'm guessing her original mother passed away.
Yeah, and Snow White, I found out another thing about that was...
oh, yeah, that one's brutal.
Yeah, the Queen actually attempted murder on Snow White 3 times.
Before the wits?
Yeah. And then the 3rd attempt was the apple.
Okay.
And then...
well, there was the hunter. The apple. What was the first time?
I don't know. I just heard that she tried 3 times. I don't know. And
well, she got what she deserved in the end, anyway.
Yeah, especially, and this one actually. Yeah, he made the 7 dwarves made shoes
made of iron,
red hot. Made the Queen dance till she died at Snow White and the Prince's wedding. And also, there was no thing about sleeping spell or anything like that in the original story. It was actually just her choking on the piece of apple.
Yeah.
And then the prince was like, I'm going to take her to my castle or whatever. And just as they're riding down the road, boonk, oh, I'm alive. And I was, wow, really?
Heimlich by horse.
Heimlich by pothole, I think, is more like it. And we know all about those in Michigan.
Oh, thank goodness, it's summer, spring, whatever you want to call it, 78 degrees, that's freaking summer by now.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff, especially also in The Hunchback, I've noticed too. I didn't know, Esmeralda is killed.
Yeah.
I didn't know all.
She doesn't get saved?
Yeah, Esmeralda was hung by Frollo after, well, Frollo framed Esmeralda for trying to attempt murder on Phoebus. And then Quasimodo noticed, Frollo laughing about this after she getting hung, pushed him off of the top of Notre Dame. And I was like, wow, that would have been an interesting story. I wonder if that's how it was originally in the Lon Chaney 1930s, black and white film, the horror movie of it. There was an actual horror movie. I haven't seen it, so I'm thinking that might be more towards the book, whereas this one was more for family. So yeah, there's a lot. It's just crazy grim tales behind all these movies, and it's just, especially the odd bit of Little Mermaid.
Yeah, that one is sad.
Yeah, it's like
she doesn't end up marrying the prince. The girl that she's going against actually ends up marrying him, and she gets turned to foam.
Yeah, she jumps in the water and turns to sea foam.
But it was like some deity or something gave her a second chance and said you have to make 100 girls' dreams come true, and then you'll be granted into heaven. And she becomes a spirit.
Yeah, a bit different. It's a bit crazy, all these stories. All these authors put out some crazy stuff.
Only one that's sort of relatively similar is Mulan. And she is not actually based off any Grimm's books or books in general. She's a legend in Chinese folklore.
Okay.
And her original name was Hua Mulan. And she was never discovered to be a woman in the original story.
Okay.
She had risen to general, and she retired and went home. And when her fellow fellow soldiers came to see her, they discovered she was a woman.
Wow.
But by then they couldn't do anything because she wasn't in the army anymore, and she was such high ranking that she had such influence.
That would have been such a different story compared to the Mulan story that we know.
Well, that's a story that people know of. They
Yeah, the
don't
legend.
know. They don't know if she was a real person.
That's how legends, I don't know if they're true or if they're just made
And
up.
there are so many different versions of this story.
Well, that's really interesting. We'll end it on that. When we come back, we're going to be doing our real or fake quotes. So join us then. Hello and welcome to Media Maniaxe. I'm Russell Courier.
I'm Ashley Point. Hi, guys.
I'm Jamie Hughes.
We review everything.
And we're just crazy enough
To do it.
Yes, we are. And we are going to do this game I came up with, real or fake quotes. And so
From
I have-
movies, right?
From movies. Quotes
Okay.
from movies, real or fake, and I have a paddle for each
You
of
made
guys.
these up, huh?
Yeah, I made these
Look
up.
at that. The
If
props
it's
are getting
real-
good.
Okay.
You know, we
well-
can keep these for other things, right?
Yeah, we could. That'd be. I think we should play this game another time.
Every now and then, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd
okay.
be fun. So obviously,
what do you got?
Okay, obviously, real or fake quotes.
So this is up to us now. If you tell us, we got to decide whether it's real or fake.
Yeah.
Okay, here we
Okay.
go. We're getting ready.
All right, my first quote. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? Jamie's right. You're wrong.
I can tell you what movie it's from.
I think I know exactly what you know exactly what movie.
It's one of the Clint Eastwood films, Dirty Harry.
Yes, it is. Everyone gets that line wrong. You know, everyone does. Do you feel lucky, punk? But
No.
that is the wrong quote.
Okay, now say the real one once again.
The
so we
real
get it.
one I said first time was, "Do I feel lucky?" Well, do you, punk?
And you know what? Actually, I am a big Dirty Harry fan, and you're the one that enlightened me on that because I would have put real even on the fake one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. I have a couple here that are kind of throwing.
Are we staying with you or?
Let's move
to Ash?
on. So, okay, 1 point to Jamie for winning that.
I
So-
won. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
That was real loud in the back.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. It is real. Gone with the wind.
You know who said it?
Rat Butler,
Yeah, but Clark Gable.
Clark Gable. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. So
I'm going
two
to
for
do
Jamie,
mine,
one
and
for-
I have an imitation with this one.
Okay,
Play it again, Sam.
it's fake.
Russell's right. The actual thing is, I mean, everybody thinks Humphrey Bogart said, play it again, Sam, and he really didn't. It's from the movie Casablanca. He went up to the piano player, legendary piano player, Dooley Wilson, and he says, you know what I want to hear? And he says, no, I don't. He says, you played it for her, play it for me. And all he really does say, he doesn't say play it again, Sam. He goes, play it. Good job. I was surprised you got that one.
I'm really bad at this, especially with older movies.
So you got one up, one for you, one for me.
So we're tied at 2.
Tied at 2, okay. Now we're back to you again. What do you got?
All right. Well,
I think Ash is going to come in real soon here with a point because I think we might have doubled on one.
all right.
Okay, this is, what do you got?
Okay, how about this? Magic mirror on the wall. Who is fairest one of all? You're both right.
I said fake, actually.
Fake?
I mean, I wasn't going to copy her. I said fake.
Okay. Well, it turns out that's the real quote. I always thought it was mirror, mirror on
That's
the wall.
what I would have thought, yeah.
Yeah, but the actual quote from the
See,
1937 movie.
that was like playing hands. Like she put hers up, and I could have like went slow, and you're like, you're but I was no really. I was fake, you know.
All right. So Ashley's on the board now. So
Yay.
it's 2,
It's Disney,
2,
it's
2,
my
and
thing.
1.
Okay, go ahead, Ash.
Okay. Listen to your heart, you will know. Actually, that's false. It's listen to your heart, you will understand. It was said by Grandmother Willow in Pocahontas.
Oh, now does that mean we get points taken away if we have a? We should do that. We got to get rules on this game, okay?
Well, I'm already starting to lose count here. So we're tied at 2
2,
and then
Got
1.
one.
But if we start taking points away, we're gonna have to have like somebody in here. Okay.
So
I'm up next.
Yeah, you're up next.
I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really. Get busy living or get busy dying. Yep, it is real. It's from the Shawshank Redemption. Interesting note. You want to hear some interesting stuff real fast on that? We'll
Sure.
zip through that. Okay. Originally slated to play, instead of Tim Robbins, Andy Dufresne, Tom Hanks, possibly Kevin Costner, Tom Cruise, Nicolas Cage. They were even looking at Charlie Sheen. The reason why they didn't tap Tom Hanks on the film is he was had scheduling conflicts with yours truly's favorite movie, Forrest Gump, and also he was doing The Green Mile simultaneously. And Kevin Costner said he later regretted not taking the part. He thought it wasn't going to be anything. He regretted it. And I still think Tim Robbins owned that part. Morgan Freeman was supposed to go to either Clint Eastwood, Harrison Ford, Paul Newman, Robert Redford, and as I say, I can't even imagine any of those guys doing as good as Morgan Freeman. But I just found that kind of interesting when I was looking up, real quotes from that movie. I like that movie. Shawshank Redemption. It's one of those stoppers.
Shawshank?
Back to you.
All right.
So you guys both got that. So Ashley's got 2, you're 3, and I'm 2.
Ooh, so 3, 2, and 2.
Yeah. Oh, look, you're winning. He's winning.
All right. My quote. Badges. We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges.
Oh, wait.
I don't have to show you a stinking badge. I don't have to show you any stinking badges.
I know this. I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
I didn't think that was the full quote. I thought you were trying to change it up a little bit. Okay.
No, that was the real quote.
The Three Amigos.
Yeah. No.
No, what is it? What was it?
That was the original quote from, what was it? The Treasure of the Sierra Madre.
With Humphrey Bogart?
Yeah.
Oh, you used that one?
Yeah, I used the original.
Okay, because you know what?
Because everyone says.
They also do it in the Three Amigos, too.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I've seen the Three Amigos, but it's been a while.
Okay.
But everyone quotes it badges. We don't need no stinking badges.
That's what they, yep.
But in the original quote, it was this whole spiel.
In the Three Amigos, that's what they used, though, a second half. That's why I thought that's what you were going with. I didn't think you were going to dig deep.
No, I
Good job.
I dug deep.
Way to go, my caballero.
So, what did you say on that one? Did you say real or
I both said real.
Okay, so now we're at 3, 3, and 3?
Yeah, guys, stop keeping score. Okay, what do you got?
Okay.
Deadlocked at 3.
I'm going to tell him.
I don't know.
Yep, it's real. It's what Kristoff says to Anna about Olaf wanting to be in summer.
Let it go. Let it go. Okay, here's my redeeming one that I'm going to actually get.
All right, I think we're going to leave it at this last one.
Oh, this is it after?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. This is it. This is the big one. Mustang, this is Voodoo 3. Remaining MiGs are bugging out. Seriously? I thought you would have got that bigger than that was real. It was Merlin talking back to the base and Top Gun. Mustang, this is Voodoo 3. The rest of the MiGs are bugging out.
I still have not seen Top Gun. I thought maybe you switched it around or something.
No,
so that's where I
did
threw
not.
up fake.
So we don't have any more time. We got to play this game again.
Yeah, well, we're tied at 3. We need to have a deal break around, break around sometime. But we're gonna come back after this with a little Star Wars discussion.
For real?
Yes, for real.
We're gonna leave an aisle seat open for you too.
Yes, we will.
Hey guys, Ashley here from Media Maniaxe at one of my local favorite spots around town, the library, especially the teen section. I know I'm not a teen, but shh. Come on, let's go see it. Now, I know when you think of a library, DVDs really isn't the first thing you think of, but they actually have a really lot of cool ones. Like they have a bunch of Marvel and DC, and just any kind of one you can think of. One of my favorites, Doctor Who. Same when you think of library, you don't really think of DVDs. You really wouldn't think of graphic novels, which actually they have a lot of here, and a lot of them are Marvel, DC, and anything in between. Doctor Who. One of my first. Ooh, it's 10. Sweet. And we got. Ooh, there's Justice League. A lot of Justice League. Not many Young Justice I don't see. Shame. And for those of you that are all caught up on your comics, they have relatively new ones every month or so. Let's see what I got here today. Justice League, nice. Female Thor, guys. Goddess of Thunder. Do we look alike? Think I could be here? I think so. I just need darker lipstick. Right on. Hey guys, since we're here at the library, let's have a little chat with the person who actually got us in here, our own Rachel Quinn. Hi Rachel, how are you today?
I'm good.
So as basically the person who oversees the teen section, what would you say to someone who likes comics but doesn't really know they're here?
Usually I have the opposite problem. I have people who don't realize that they like comics, but they're a great way to get reluctant readers started.
So what is the most demanded comic or series that you find around here?
I've been asked for Miss Marvel a lot lately. Of course, Batman, Superman are really big right now. The normal stuff, X-Men, a lot of X-Men lately.
So would you say to a girl who likes comics, it's like, nah, I don't really want all those masculinity ones, but something more for girls?
There are so many great comics for girls right now. There's The Unstoppable Squirrel Girl. There's Lumberjanes. There was Nimona, which was a great one-off by Noelle Stevenson, which was wonderful. Miss Marvel. There's the female Thor.
I just saw her comic. Yes, I'm going to be here for Halloween. Right on, girls. So since you basically run the teen section and you're a comic book fan, any of the movies around here that you like as well?
I'm so not up on my movies.
That's okay. Some people are.
I've been avoiding them just because I know the book is usually better.
True. Very true. Alrighty, guys. So from the actual library. Alrighty, guys. So I've got my books and I'm ready to check out. I'll see you guys next time on Media Maniaxe. Bye, guys.
Hey Leonard, you're watching OCTV.
Hello and welcome back to Media Maniaxe. I'm Russell Courier,
I'm Ash Point. Hi,
And
guys.
I'm Jamie Hughes.
and we review everything.
And we're just crazy enough.
To do it.
Oh, you went baritone there for a second.
Do it. Can you try? You do baritone.
I can't do baritone.
Oh, okay. Hey, look, we never thank this guy, and he's always up there. We're going to do it right off the bat. You're at home. Thanks, Kyle Snage, for doing all the magical work he does. Okay?
Hitting those switches and all the help he does.
He's
for
not
us.
fake. He's real.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
That was
very
a cool
real,
segment
yeah.
doing that.
And it was fun.
So what are we talking about now?
All right, now we're going to talk a little bit about the release of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
It's already on DVD?
Yeah, I got so much demand for it. They're just like, put it out on DVD as quickly
That's
as
like-
possible.
Unbelievable.
But I think maybe it lost a little bit of its, people going to go view it after Deadpool came out because everyone went to the theater for that. So
Yeah.
it kind of died
Do
down.
you guys notice? I mean, good point you make there, Russell. I mean, do you ever notice that how things are coming out? Like years ago, it'd be like almost 6 months, and you'd have to wait till Christmas before a movie would come out. Now it's
Yeah.
like it comes out about 2 months after it's been out.
Yeah, movie releases, DVD releases are coming out a lot quicker than they were back in the day. I remember waiting like a whole year for a tape.
Right.
The momentum for it is gone.
Because we're such a
there's
move
people-
to the next thing.
Because there's people who take phones into theaters and record it and put it online. You can grab it.
I have a version of The Lion King that let's just say that years and years ago, that was kind of filmed like that. And you hear some guy asking for popcorn in the middle of it. It's like, yeah, it probably takes away from it. So, anyways, getting away from the real subject. Star Wars coming out.
Yeah, Star Wars coming out, and also there's
The preview that just came out a couple of days ago.
its first Star Wars movie that's not exactly in the Star Wars saga. It's in the
That
same
we're
universe.
used to.
Yeah, it's in the same universe, but it's not in the same storyline. It's called Star Wars Rogue.
One.
Did you guys ever have a chance, like I talked to you before, remember that one that was made by the fan base called, it was called Paint Truck Revelations?
I actually saw that years ago.
What did you think about that?
I thought it was good considering it was a fan-made movie.
Can you imagine? I mean, it's amazing.
And the sets they had, and even the actors.
I mean, and you got to imagine. I mean, compared to today's, things with CG and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I think they did a wonderful job.
Yeah, I think so,
Even
too.
the Darth Vader was awesome in that film.
I need to see that. What was it called again?
It's online, and they can't make a profit on it because George Lucas actually signed and said, "Look, you guys can make this, but I want it available to everybody." It's by Paint Truck Productions. It was made in like '95,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
the name of the film is Revelations. It's only a 48-minute movie,
Okay.
but it kind of fills in a blank in there.
It does.
I mean, it's cool. It's just good stuff.
Speaking of filling in a blank, that's how I feel that this new movie Rogue One is going to do. It's going to be, that's my guess, it's going to be between episode 6 and episode 7. That's just my idea of it, because it seems like this character, it's like a fighter pilot character, a female fighter pilot, and you don't see much. You don't see any reoccurring characters. You don't see any Han. You don't see any Luke.
Do you think he died?
Who? Han?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he coming back? Because this role kind of inspired Harrison Ford to do another movie. I'm not talking Star Wars. He actually signed on to do another Indiana Jones.
Oh, that's right, he did.
Really?
Right, and my point is do you think he is gone, or because we thought Luke died back in my day.
I think that maybe he might be gone from like any newer movies, but hell, I think that maybe he might make a cameo in Rogue One or something. I don't know. We don't know much about it. It was just a teaser.
There was a casting call for a younger Han Solo.
There is a younger Han Solo movie coming out. Actually,
okay.
a solo Han Solo movie.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. What was I thinking of? I think the Rogue One might be going into the actual books that are expanding on the stories.
Okay.
Because there are so many Star Wars books out there. I've got in the library. I've seen them. They fill up an entire shelf.
Wow.
There's a lot out there. I don't know. I really don't know how it's all going to go about. We're just going, we're just speculating here on what.
That's one thing about Star Wars. You can speculate. I mean, you can just. I mean, it goes back to when I was your guys' age, back in '78, to all the way now, and it's like it's amazing that this little franchise has just blossomed and became
running.
more and still going.
And has a bigger fan base than it did years ago.
Actually, you're right.
Because you see all these people dressed up as stormtroopers, and now Kylo Ren at all these conventions, and all these. It's progressed even more than it has back in the day. I think it's like there's more people who love it.
And the good thing about it is, depending on which generation you're from, it depends on if you want somebody to watch the series. You get the argument whether they should start it at 4, 5, 6 or 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I've had that argument
which
with
do you
someone
think?
before.
Which, because we've had this conversation.
Okay, when it first came out, and this is before we were doing any movie show here or whatever it was, I'm like, I was always bad about prequels. I was always like, you can't go back. You got to keep going forward, right?
Yeah.
And then once I saw the prequels, I was like, you need the prequels. You have to have those to get to where you're at. You know am I saying this right? You know what I'm saying?
The other argument though.
Here's my idea as how
you don't like
to
prequels.
watch. No. There is a certain order to watch the movies. Everyone has their own order to watch the Star Wars films. In my mind, you start at 4, watch till 6, and then watch 1, 2, and 3.
How can you do that? You can't do that.
I just feel like that's the way to watch them. Just because that's how
there's
they
a
came
reason
out.
why you are the way you are. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Thanks, Jamie.
My dad's the same way too. He doesn't like watching a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's like watching them.
I do like that.
It doesn't like reading a book if you go 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way up.
But they're prequels for a reason. So it's like this came out first, and you go back to this one, kind of like Hannibal Rising.
Wait, hold on just a second. I hope I'm not confused here, okay? I'm not talking to ones that were recently made. I'm talking about if I think of reading a book. Is that how you watch them?
I
think I know what you're saying. I agree with you now. I agree with you. You're saying 4, 5, and 6 are really before 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, well
they were made before it, but 1, 2, and 3 are before the storyline of 4, 5, and 6.
I agree. Okay, then I agree with you. I'm sorry.
I just think that it should be watched the way that it came out over the years. That's my personal opinion.
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. So I was confused. I'm confused.
All right.
I think we got to roll
I like
here.
to follow the storyline, so I would watch 1, 2, 3, then go 4, 5, 6.
But then, as a person first coming into it, you'll have all these questions, and then they'll be answered if you watch 1, 2, and 3 after watching 4, 5, and 6.
Is there any order that you have to watch our show?
From episode 1 till episode 26. That's how I say.
All on. We're at your fingertips. We got to roll out of here. I know we could be talking here all afternoon. I know you're talking at home. And again, we are Media Maniacs. We review everything.
And we are just
crazy enough to do it.
Anyways, I hope you guys have a good one. We'll check us out again. We love doing the show. Thanks for watching.
And we'll leave an Alfie open for you.
Bye, guys.
You're watching Oxford Community Television, keeping it local.